Hey there, welcome back friends. In this video we will try to understand how to add in a yet another action into our existing application. Now this particular application has only one action, which is view action, and now we will be adding a yet another action by the name of delete. Now the file which is responsible in generating this view is definitely listfiles.jsp. Let me show you. Here is the file, and if I open up this file, then this particular part, this out.print statement is generating this particular link, view link. So let us take advantage of this particular statement. Let me copy this particular part and let me paste this once again. Now friends, take a note of it. We want to add a yet another link as a list, right? So we will cut all of these stuff from here. Those stuff are already in here, so we don't worry about it. And now moving forward, we will also remove the td tag, unordered list tag. Alright, so this should give us a yet another link. Now definitely we will modify the link a little. So the action would be not view image, rather it would be delete image, and then the label would be again delete. Apart from that, everything is good enough. In here, we want what? We want the action to identify the action, which is delete image, perfect. And we also need the file ID, which is again there in the URL. So now, by making all of these small little changes, we would be able to see a yet another link. Let me refresh this page, and here is the link, perfect. And if I open up this link, then the URL is perfect. Action is delete image and file is 20. The reason why we are loading up the home page is very simple. Let me show you. If I open up our servlet, then we have a default case as well. So the default case is loading up our home page. Now let me add in a yet another case for delete image real quick. So let me again copy and paste stuff, and case would be like delete image. Here we go. And now let me call in the method delete image again. So it would be like delete image. Again, this particular method is not available, so we will hover upon this particular option and we will create this method. All right, and on the console, as of now, let us simply print a statement. All right, so this looks good to me. And now moving forward, let us test it quickly whether we are getting the message image deleted when we are clicking on the link. All right, let me click on this view available images link. Let me expand this, and now let me click on delete link. All right, and if I show you the console, we are getting this particular option, image deleted, which is perfect. Our business logic till now is working, but there is a flaw. When we are clicking on this link, there is no confirmation message, there is no warning that we are going to perform some operation which is as destructive as delete, right? So we need to give a alert box, a confirmation box to the user, so that the user can confirm whether the delete operation is initiated by the user or it's a accidental action. So we will navigate to our list files.jsp, and in here, friends, apart from this link, apart from this hyperlink, we can also give a yet another action, and the action is on click, and it needs to be added after this hyperlink href attribute. So let us add in this particular thing. Now friends, this is a JavaScript code where we are simply making use of on click attribute, and then we are passing on a JavaScript code, and we need to pass it in between the double quotes. Now if there is these kind of scenario where you need to add double quotes inside double quotes, you can simply make use of slash double quotes and your work should be done. All right, so this looks good to me. I have saved the changes and there is no issue. I can also format things a little. All right, so this is good enough. You can check out this code. All right, and now let me refresh the page. Now let me click on view available images. Let me expand this. Now friends, sometime it happens that the changes will not reflect, so it is recommended to rerun the application again. Alright, now let me click on this delete button, and here is the confirmation box. If I click on cancel, nothing will happen, and if I click on OK, then definitely there is a blank page because we don't have anything inside our delete image method. But the thing is that we are getting this particular what we say message on the console, image deleted. Perfect. Alright, so now let's move into our servlet and let us try to implement the business logic of delete image. So first of all, we need to create a object of file type. So we will type in files, file equals new files DAO dot get file. Now we need to pass on the file ID, and the file ID is with us, right? So let us request the file ID. So first of all, we will create a int entity. The name of the int variable would be file ID, and we will type in request dot get parameter, and the name of the parameter is file ID. Alright, let me show you the parameter. Here is the file ID, right? So using this get parameter, we will get the ID of the file which we want to delete. Alright, so here is the file ID, which is cool, but we need to convert this particular message into integer. So again, we will type in integer dot parse int, and we will cut this particular part real quick, and we will paste it inside the pair of parentheses, and our work should be done. Alright, so once we get the file ID, we will pass the file ID to this particular get file method, and we will receive a object of files type. Now inside this files, we will have the file related information, and the most important thing is the name of the file, right? So now moving forward, let us firstly delete the information from the database, and then we will delete the file from the file system. So in here we will type in new files DAO dot delete file, and we will pass on the file ID. Alright, now this particular method is not available, so let me hover upon this error and let us create the file inside our files DAO file. Alright, so inside this files DAO.java file, let us firstly create a session object. So it would be like session equals factory dot get current session dot begin transaction, and then we need to create an object of files type again. So first of all, we need to receive the handle of the row, and then we need to delete the row. So the way is like this. So we will type in files file equals session dot get, and we will pass on files dot class and the ID of the file. So it's like file ID. Alright, so once we get the handle, deleting the row from the database is very simple. So it's like session dot delete, and we will pass on the object, and our work would be done. And finally, we will also commit the transaction. So it would be like this, session.getTransaction.commit, and our work would be done. So once the row from the database is deleted, then moving forward, we need to also delete the file from the file system. Now here, there could be a confusion because the name which we have used is files, and now we need to also create a yet another object of file type. So files is different, file is different. File is a Java specific class. So let me add in a comment real quick, that would be good. Logic for file deletion from file system. Alright, now let us add in the logic. So it would be like file, not files, and the name of the object would be file on disk. Alright, and we will initialize this using what? First of all, we will create an object. So it would be like new file, and we need to give the path, right? Now how to get the path? Very simple. First of all, we will read path path is what? Path is this global variable, and then we need to also concatenate the name of the file. So it would be like plus file dot get file name. So using this method file name, we will get the file name, and this is nothing but your path. Alright, now we will add in a if condition, and we will type in file on disk dot delete. So if this particular if condition returns true, this means that the file got deleted. So in here we will print file got deleted from file system, and let us also add in a else part. Now this if else part is optional, but I am adding this in order to identify whether everything is working properly or not. So in here we will paste the statement, and we will type in file not deleted from file system. Now friends, once the delete operation is done, definitely we need to load some kind of page, and it would be rather good if we list down the list of images page. So we will simply call listing images method, and it will list down all the available images on the web page. So this is good. Now finally let us quickly run this web application and check whether our application is working properly or not. It will take some time to restart and run this application, and meanwhile let me also show you the workbench. And in here we have like couple of images already there, and we will try to delete one of the images using our web application in a minute. Alright, so this is taking like couple of more seconds. Meanwhile, let me also open up the images folder inside the C drive where we are keeping all the files. So here are the files which are available, and we will try to delete this image which says orange and then a couple of extra text. Alright, so let me click on view available images. Application is up and running. Alright, let me expand this. The name of the image is orange juice, and then some random text, and let us click on delete. Let us click on OK. Alright, so the image is gone. Let me also show you the images folder. The image got deleted from the folder images, and finally let us also check the database. Alright, so the image got deleted from the database as well. Amazing. So finally we are able to delete the images, and our application is working properly. Now friends, in our next video we will try to test all the small little functionality in our application, and we will try to summarize this application in our next video. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.